What is up, guys? It's me, Bigg Vic, and we are back in the building with another video. Today, I'm going to give you guys 10 reasons why you should not start a business. More specifically, a box truck business, if any of these apply to you. So let's get into it.
It's Bigg Vic TV. Welcome to my world.
Welcome to my world.
It's Bigg Vic TV.
Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world.
See me in the box, throw your hands up. Money used to look funny, now my grand's up. New rise, look alive, no limit to the sky. Back on my king shit now. This is why in the box, throw your hands up.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're brand new to the channel, if any of this information that I give you helps you become better, helps you make a decision to get started in business, please give me a thumbs up or hit that subscribe button or notification bell to be notified when I drop the next video. All right, cool. That's out the way. Let's get right into this video. Number one, if you do not keep your word, you should not be going into business for yourself. Why is this important? Trust is one of the most integral parts of being in business and building relationships. If you can't be trusted, you should not be in business. You can't build trust without honesty. That's first and foremost. If you don't keep your word, don't go into business for yourself. Keep your 9 to 5. Simple as that. Number two, as a business owner, you need to set limits, right? So if you feel like you don't have any limits in business, being your own boss, you're definitely gonna need a lot of luck, God and everybody else on your side. If you feel like you can just wing it and do whatever you wanna do and don't have any limits, no type of discipline, you probably don't wanna start a business. That won't be very smart of you because it requires a lot of discipline. It requires a lot of focus. And if you don't have any of those, you should not be starting a business. You should not be going into business for yourself because that is gonna be very, very important as being your own boss. In other words, set your own rules and make sure you live by those rules. Number three, you are super comfortable. You love things when they're the same. You don't really like to be out of your comfort zone. If that is you, here's some news for you. Things change in the economy, as we all know. Things change in business. So you have to be able to adapt. You have to be able to get uncomfortable when it's time to get uncomfortable. It's okay every now and again, once you get to where you're trying to go, you know, you feel like you want to take a little back seat and relax a little bit, but never get comfortable in a position. Never get comfort. Like, you have to stay outside of your comfort zone in order to win in any business. Like, if you want to win on a different level, if you want to change the landscape of things, you have to be ready to be uncomfortable. That's so huge, you guys, that, you know, anytime you get stagnant, you heard me say it before, anything not growing is dead. Try not watering plants for a while. See how fast they die. What is familiar quickly becomes obsolete. You guys see how fast things change out here in the business world. You know what I'm saying? It's basically like saying yesterday's price is not today's price. Things change. Things go up. So if you get comfortable in one position in your business, it's going to be bad news for you. Got a lot of bad news for you. Things always change, especially in this box truck world. Rates go up, rates go down. People start complaining instead of adjusting, instead of pivoting and making some adjustments and, you know what I'm saying, keep rolling forward. You don't have a support system. Watch this. Watch this. This one is big. You don't have a support system, meaning a lot of times you won't be able to depend on family and friends, especially if they've never been in business before. Like, that's going to be a very critical part of your success. The economy is not going to reach out and pull your business up. We all know that's a fact. You'll have to deal with your own personal weaknesses after you take one step after another towards building a successful business. If you've got no personal or emotional support and no mentors to call for advice, your chances of success may be slim. Can it happen? Absolutely. It's a possibility, but are you the type of person that can weather those storms when you just don't know what you don't know? And that's big. So a lot of times you guys, I'm gonna keep saying it until I'm blue in the face. Mentorship is important. Being able to call someone to get advice is very important in business. Very important. You have no track record of completing anything. Oh, that might hurt. That might hurt a few people. If you have no track record of completing anything, ideas are great and they're the food of innovation, but actions lead to results. And that has to be how you live out here in this business world, or your business will flutter just like you, from one great idea to another great idea. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. A lack of completion means a lack of success. I'm gonna say that again. A lack of completion means a lack of success. Go out here and achieve some things first. Reach some goals, then you can evaluate where you are inside of your business. Hey guys, listen up. I just launched a new podcast with a couple of hosts in the metaverse. We got a new podcast called Elevate with a couple of my co-hosts, Daytona Vibes and Draylon Holiday. Make sure y'all come through. We're gonna be bringing on some incredible guests in the metaverse. This is gonna be something new, something fresh, new ideas. Y'all, I love innovation. I love new things, new ideas. So come through, drop in, elevate. We'll be doing our podcast every couple of weeks. We'll be bringing in new guests, new performances. So if you guys are in the meta world and you want to come and perform on our platform, we got a dope stage. I think I'm gonna do a little tour, kind of give you guys a little bit of what it looks like on the channel, just so that if you're interested, you can come tap in with your boy, come get on the platform, come get interviewed. If you're doing something big out here, we'd love to have you on the podcast. You already know what it is, homie, Bigg Vic TV. Let's get back to the video. If you can't be organized, organization is everything. Organization is critical to succeeding in business. What does this mean? If you have clutter everywhere, if you just have a room, if your room is a mess, if you have clutter everywhere, that means you don't mind living in disorder. I personally can't work in a cluttered area. It just makes me feel disorganized, basically. If you just can't get it together or get things together or know when to make a decision, you just all over the place, don't get in business. Work on yourself first. If you're the type of person that's always up and down, you can't stay on an even keel with anything you do, small business ownership is not for you. Keep your money in the bank. This won't be something that you should be pursuing. I promise you it will not. In this business, as you all of you know, and some of you probably have already experienced this, you'll have ups, you'll have downs. And if you can't handle that type of pressure, trucking in itself would not be the business for you to get into. I promise you, it won't be the business for you to get into. You guys know maintenance is a part of the business, so things could be going great and, something could possibly go wrong. It's a vehicle. You constantly running the vehicle all the time. So things will pop up on that vehicle that may need repairing after a while. You know how we run trucks out here. You have to have the ability to keep an even keel all the way through. Keep it like that. No matter if things go up or things go down, you got to be able to continue to keep pacing through. And if that's not you, you know the rest. Your only motivation is money. If this is you, got some news for you. You're gonna have to have a bigger reason why you are doing or wanting to start a business. There has to be something else behind it besides money. Yeah, we all need money. It's right up there with oxygen. We all need a little bit of it to survive. But you're gonna need something bigger than money to keep you in the business. You're gonna need a bigger reason why. If your why is not big enough, I'm not sure if you'll be able to last, if you'll be able to make it, to be honest with you. You need a reason why, other than money, outside of money. That can be on your list. I'm telling you now, don't have money at the top of your list. Because as you know, in starting a business, you can lose money. So if you have this type of disassociation with money, or if you don't have a good relationship with money and don't really understand how money works, this could be something that triggers something in you that you didn't know was in you, especially when it comes to money and handing money over to start something. What is your relationship like with money? Ask yourself that question. What type of relationship do I have with money? Do I know how to invest it wisely? Do I just throw caution to the wind, just throw money out there and hoping something works? What's your plan? What's your game plan? What is your relationship with money? That's something you really want to ask yourself. Because remember, failure is a part of the process. Not every single thing may go exactly like you planned it. Even if you have the course, even if you're enrolled in my course, there still may be some roadblocks that you may run into as you're getting your business up and running. Yes, you will get all the fundamentals so you can learn all the processes, but even along the processes, things may not go exactly like you want them to go. So at the first sign of something going wrong, if that's something you don't handle well, this is definitely a reason why you should not go into business. Because if little things would knock you out of the business, I hate to tell you that something big may come up. It may not, but if it does, and if you can't handle small things, big things will really wipe you out. So don't let money be your only motivation when going into business for yourself. Number 9, you have to be able to take responsibility. So if you're not a responsible person, listen, I'm gonna repeat this, guys. If you are not a responsible person, if you are what I call someone that has excuse-itis, yeah, you love to make excuses. Everybody knows you for the person that makes excuses for any and everything. Business is not for you. Business is definitely not for you. A job definitely may be more along the lines for you. See, there's two things about being a business owner. The greatest thing about being a business owner is that you get to be in charge. The worst thing about being a business owner is you get to be in charge. Basically, everything depends on you, especially initially when you first get started. So if you're not dependable, if you can't take responsibility, I ask you, why are you starting a business? Why? Do you think it's just magically gonna work if you make excuses all the time? This is why 97% of businesses fail within the first 1 to 3 years. Responsibility. Are you responsible? For example, when I had a driver in my truck, it cost me a lot of money when that situation didn't go right. Yes, I'm the business owner, so which means technically I have to take the fault for it. I had to pay for it, so I may as well take the fault for it. You have to be responsible, and I paid for it. So you got to own everything that goes on with your business. You got to be responsible for pretty much everything, even if you hire employees. You can train everybody well, but at the end of the day, as the boss, CEO, it's going to fall back on you at the end of the day. Take responsibility. If that's not you, don't get in business. The bottom line is going to depend on you, partner. Number 10, you can't make decisions if you cannot make decisions. In other words, if you're a procrastinator, a lot of times you're going to have to make the call. A lot of people are going to be looking at you to make the call as the owner, right? As the business owner, you're going to have to make calls. You're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to move that decision to action. And then you're going to have to deal with the results of that decision you made, whether it's good or bad, but you got to make the decision. An indecisive leader will waste time trying to figure out which way the wind is blowing. Meanwhile, the rest of the world passed them by. So in business, when this happens, by the time you make a decision, a lot of things could have changed based on you not being able to make a decision when it's time to make a decision. I hope y'all caught that. So these are my 10 reasons why, if you fall in at least 3 to 4 of these categories, you shouldn't be starting a business right now. Don't get in business for yourself at this moment. Work on yourself first. That's the ticket. Work on yourself first in all of these areas first. Then it's going to make more sense for you to go out here and invest in your business, invest in yourself, and then start rocking and rolling. And I almost guarantee you, your chances of succeeding, your chances of success will be about 99.7%. You'll be in a way much better mental position to start your business. If this video helped you out, make sure you smash that thumbs up button if you like this video. Drop a comment down below if you want to add anything to this video. Drop it down below so you can help someone else. It's Tommy Bigg Vic TV. You already know what it is. Always hustle. Never stop growing. Until the next video, I will see you guys in my next one. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's eat.